So today we are talking all about baked oatmeal. Baked oatmeal is so easy to make, it's hearty, it's nutritious, it will remind you of a baked good, and it's just an awesome recipe to meal prep at the start of your week. And today I'm sharing with you guys 6 different flavors that are all delicious. My favorite is definitely the brownie batter baked oatmeal, so stay tuned to find out that recipe. All of the recipes will be linked down below, as well as a free PDF that you guys can download and print if you guys want to do that. But we are going to start out with some zucchini bread baked oatmeal, and to make baked oatmeal, the process is pretty much the same for every recipe. You're going to start by whisking together all of the wet ingredients. In this case, it's some non-dairy milk, coconut oil, spices, and then you add in the oats and your mix-ins. So for zucchini bread baked oatmeal, I love to use obviously shredded zucchini, and then walnuts and raisins make amazing mix-ins for this oatmeal. And then you're just going to pour it into your baking dish, and as you can see, it kind of is separated, so you want to stir it all together well so that the oats and the liquid are evenly distributed. And then you just bake it until it is nice and set and dry and cakey, and just, it's the perfect way to start the day. So usually we get about 4 servings out of all the recipes I'm sharing, so feel free to double, triple, quadruple these recipes depending on the size of your family, how hungry you are, whether you want them for breakfast or snacks. It's very versatile. So yeah, this is zucchini bread baked oatmeal. We love to top ours with coconut butter. Coconut butter makes an amazing healthy frosting substitute or a glaze, so try it out if you've never tried it. And yeah, that's zucchini bread baked oatmeal. Now for brownie batter baked oatmeal, definitely my favorite. You're going to start with a mashed banana, add in a flax egg, some nut butter. I like to use tahini. And then for some sweetener, I use maple syrup, and then of course it needs some cocoa powder and some spices and salt. And you're just gonna whisk this until smooth and rich and chocolatey. And then you're gonna stir in some non-dairy milk. Then add in your oats and just stir all the wet and dry ingredients together until smooth. Just pour this into your greased baking dish and spread everything out until it's smooth. Is that not the most beautiful sight ever? I definitely licked my spoon so many times while filming this clip. And then you're just going to bake your oatmeal until it's set. And this recipe specifically makes about 6 servings, but we're hungry people, so I cut it into 4ths. And it is hearty and rich and delicious and tastes amazing, of course, topped with peanut butter. Is there a better combination? I don't think so. Well, peanut butter and banana is pretty amazing too, and that is the next recipe. So again, we're going to start with the wet ingredients, and you're going to need 1 super ripe spotty banana. The blacker the better, because that means it will be really sweet. And you're just going to mash that until smooth, and then add in a flax egg as well as some peanut butter. I love to use natural peanut butter with just peanuts and salt. And then for sweetener, a touch of maple syrup as well as some non-dairy milk. And you're going to whisk this together until smooth. Then you're just going to stir in your oats as well as some oat flour for this recipe, and a pinch of salt and some baking powder. Stir this all together until it's smooth and thick before pouring it into your baking dish and using your spoon to just smooth it out until it's nice and level and evenly distributed. Then of course we're just going to top it with some more banana so that it just looks pretty, and add some more banana flavoring. And you're going to bake it again until set before topping it with your favorite toppings, which in our case is again some more banana and peanut butter. I'm pretty sure we don't go a morning without bananas or peanut butter. It's just so good. Moving right along, we are going to make some carrot caked baked oatmeal, and this recipe I initially designed to be a make-ahead baked oatmeal, so the night before you would prep all the ingredients and the batter, pour it into your baking dish, and then the next morning all you have to do is preheat your oven and bake the oatmeal, and so you have a nice hearty warm breakfast without much effort. You can also just bake this right away. Both methods work, but this baked oatmeal is fairly similar to all the other ones, just a base of oats and spices, and then we're going to add in some shredded carrot. And then I like to add in raisins and chopped nuts if I have them. Again, just pour it into your baking dish and make sure that the liquid and the oats are evenly distributed. You might have to kind of stir it a little bit in the pan, smooth out the top, and bake it. As you guys can see, baked oatmeal is super hearty and it sticks together really well once it's cooled. So it makes for a great meal prep for breakfast or even freezer meals. You can just Bake a huge batch, cut it into squares, and store it in the fridge or freezer. And then when you need something easy and simple to eat, you just reheat it in the microwave and add your toppings. Next, we are going to make a berry baked oatmeal, which of course I added peanut butter to my toppings in this clip. But yet again, we are just going to whisk together all of the wet ingredients of flax eggs, some non-dairy milk, a little bit of maple syrup for sweetener, and spices and salt and baking powder and stuff like that. Just whisk it until it's really smooth before adding in your rolled oats. And then we're going to use berries. I just like to use frozen because they're cheaper and I usually always have them on hand. And then some kind of nut. Toasted makes it especially delicious, so if you have time to toast your nuts, I highly recommend doing that, but if not, just use whatever you have. And again, just pour this batter into your baking dish, level out all the ingredients so that it's nice and smooth before baking it in the oven. And how beautiful is this baked oatmeal? It just looks so gorgeous with all the berries popping through. We love to top ours with peanut butter and more jelly. Great way to start the day. Last but not least, I'm showing you guys some maple pecan baked oatmeal, which I actually just showed you guys how to make in a recent meal prep video, so I'll link that meal prep video in the card up at the top of the screen. It's for a fall-based meal prep, and this recipe really is so great for fall. It's just all those warming flavors and hearty oats. I highly recommend trying this one out. Again, it's just maple flavored with rolled oats, and I like to use pecans. I didn't have any on hand when I was filming this clip, so that's why I have almonds in there. And then the base of the pan, I like to layer some super ripe bananas. It just adds a sweetness, and they get caramelized when they bake in the oven. And I haven't showed it in every clip, but usually I like to top whatever baked oatmeal I'm making with more of the ingredient that I'm using, just so it's really clear what flavor the baked oatmeal is, and it makes it look extra pretty. As you can see, I didn't let this baked oatmeal cool before I tried to show it on screen. That's why it was breaking apart, but it really holds together well once you let it cool. And these are all the flavors I wanted to share with you guys today, so I hope you guys can try them out. Please leave your comments down below. Let me know which flavor was your favorite or which one you're looking forward to trying most. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!